we need to do a little bit of an unboxing. Here we go. The Sephora sale happened. I bought a bunch of things and I made some great choices, and I want to share what I got with you. We're going to do a little bit of an unboxing today. So if that sounds like your kind of video, if you love beauty, skincare, makeup, fragrances, all of the things, then stick around and let's get into it. Give me the time and place. Tell me, what do you say? Freeze up, please, I get nervous just to look at. Hi, I'm Jeanique, and I do love a good sale. I love Sephora. I did a wish list video a few weeks ago where I talked about everything that I was thinking about picking up, and today we're following that up with everything that I actually got. Now, I got some makeup, I got some skincare, I got some fragrances, I got some more fragrances, and I want to share everything that I got with you. If you love an unboxing as much as I do, stick around. We're going to do that today. But if in general you love a perfumey video, you love a perfumey conversation, that's what we do over here. Mostly fragrances most of the time. So go ahead and subscribe if you haven't done so already. Even if you haven't watched the video, you know it's going to be our vibes. Just go ahead and do it. And if you already subscribed, thank you so much. I appreciate you. You're a real one, and I love you so much. So now let's get into these Sephora items that I picked up. So many great choices, I think. Let's get into it. Do you want me to? Do you want me to? The box is big, right? Like, it feels excessive, low-key, and it makes it even more exciting. You know, those people say that when you place the order, you get so excited by the time the things come, you don't care anymore. I still care. I still want them. I'm still excited. Let's get into this box, y'all. Let's start off with skincare because that's the first thing I picked out of the box. And this is from Peter Thomas Roth. I told y'all that I am trying to up my mask game by introducing more masks to my skincare routine. Not just hydrating masks, but all the different kinds. And this one is the Mini Mask Multiverse, which allows me to sample a bunch of their masks to see if there are any of them that I'm really like drawn to, if any. So there is a soother, a hydrator, an exfoliator mask. I'm going to be sampling all of these. They're small enough that I'll maybe get 2 to 3 uses out of each, which will give me a sense of like which one I vibe with, if any. So mask situation, I love that. Sticking with the masks theme, we have this one here from Innisfree. I was really excited about this one because it has a clay mask, it has a jelly cream, so a nice face moisturizer and a bit of a toner. So we have a whole like skincare regimen, skincare routine here. This one was pretty inexpensive. It's 28 USD or 38 CAD. So here's the toner and here is the clay mask, both pretty small, low-key. And this is the jelly cream. I don't know what texture this is, but I am generally like excited to test this out. Ooh, it's literally a gel. So this box is low-key destroyed, but we're gonna talk about it. This is from K-Skin. Now, everything from K-Skin was on discount. I don't know if Sephora is like not gonna be carrying them anymore, but I went ahead and picked this baby up. And this is their deep water hydrating soothing body cream with niacinamide. It is supposed to be really nourishing to the skin, really great for just adding some actives onto the body. So I'm very excited. It has sea moss and kakadu plum. I'm very excited about this one. More lotions. Cannot have too many lotions. They will get used, y'all. They will get used. This one I'm super excited about, y'all. This is the glycolic acid exfoliating body stick. Now, y'all know that if you have like darkness under your arm and you want to like address that, one of the ways to do that is potentially to use some glycolic acid, but it tends to be in like a toner texture, very watery. So when I saw this body stick that is essentially a deodorant, I'm like, y'all know why we buying this. Like, we're not putting it on our whole bodies, we're putting it under our arms. So before I put on my regular deodorant, although they say you don't need regular deodorant when you use glycolic acid because it kills all the bacteria, I'm gonna use both. But I put this on first, or I plan to put this on first. And then once it like settles in, dries on a little bit, then I'll put my regular deodorant over this. But very excited about this one. It's maybe address some hyperpigmentation under my arms. Love that for me. Next up is, I mentioned this in my wish list video, and it is the Kiehl's mask set. I told you I'm doing a lot of masks this time around. This time we have a rehydrating mask here, very tiny, very cute, but enough for me to get a sense of, you know, do I like this or not? And then we also have a cleansing clay mask as well. So we have hydrating, we have cleansing, we have both. I'm excited. Next up, let's talk about that face care that needs to happen, and this is the Sephora firming night cream. Like I mentioned, or I think I mentioned in my wishlist video, I've been using a very expensive night cream, the one from Skin Fix. It's really great. I've been using for about 2 years now, I think, and I'm very happy with it. But if I can save a little bit of money on my nighttime sort of moisturizer, then I'm going to try to do that. And so I'm going to try this one from Sephora and hope it does the trick. But if it doesn't, I can always go back to Skin Fix. Next thing we have here is more lotions, y'all. This is a body from Sephora. This is their resurfacing body lotion with hyaluronic acid. And it has AHAs and PHAs as well as hyaluronic acid, which is going to be lovely to have on the body. Like I mentioned in the last Sephora sale, I picked up some Sephora lotions, but they were mostly just hydrating, no actives or anything. And I wanted to get some body care that was less expensive, that had some actives, instead of getting the Necessaire again, which is what I got last time. So trying this baby out, I'll report back if it like does magical things. I'm hopeful. Do we have more body care masks and skincare things? Yes, we do, because I guess the main thing I focused on other than fragrances was skincare. Look at me taking care of myself. Self-care, y'all. So this is the Sephora Overnight Hydrating Mask. Like I said, we're doing masks. We're doing all the masks. And this one is the Ultra Pure Kiehl's High Potency Glycolic Acid Serum in 9.8%. Like I mentioned before, I've been primarily stuck on lactic acid serums. I wanted something slightly more aggressive as an alternative, and I'm going to try this one from Kiehl's. I'm hoping for the best. I also picked up the glycolic acid toner set. Now, I've been using this toner, it's not a toner set, but I've been using this toner since the last Sephora sale. I'm almost completely out. It is such a staple product at this point because it's so easy to use and it's so effective. So it's a 7% exfoliating toner. So I wanted to go ahead and re-up on this. Very happy to pick this up at like a little bit of a discount because I was going to use it regardless. Those were all of my skincare products. I only got a handful of makeup items. I'm going to jump into that briefly before we get into all of the fragrances that I grabbed. Have you subscribed? You see, I knew you wanted me to remind you, so I'm going ahead and doing that because I'm just so helpful, y'all. Now let's get back to the video. So first up, in terms of makeup items, I got 2 lip liners. I told y'all I wanted a sort of grayish brown, cool brown lip liner. I picked that one up from Makeup Forever Extreme. This is their very gray one. And I picked up a dark plum one from the Sephora brand. While I was in-store testing stuff, I tested this one and I thought it was very, very pretty. I do love a plum colored lip liner, low-key. I also mentioned that I want to pick up the Say Beauty Mini Dew Blush Trio because I wanted to try out some more of their blushes. One of my main blushes that I am currently wearing is from Say Beauty, one of the blushes I'm wearing anyway. And I've not tried any more of their blushes except for the one that I have and I love. And I wanted to try out a few more to see if they were any good. Let me just test these out just a little bit, see if they're giving. The first one I'm testing out is Flirty. The next one is called Baby, which looks a little bit pale for me personally, but I'm going to test it out and see what it gives. It's a bit of a whiter undertone, so it might be a little challenging, but I can work with it. I can work with it. The last one, the main reason I even side-eyed this was because of Chili and wanting to try that one along with the first one. So yeah, the blushes right now looking good. I also mentioned I was gonna get the One Size setting spray. because I was hoping for a more mattifying sort of setting spray for filming. So hopefully this does the trick because everybody says it does. Now that I wanted to pick up two of the Fenty Glass Bombs. I have Riri, really love it, and I really wanted to pick up a couple more colors. So I ended up getting Hot Chocolate, the brown, which y'all knew I was gonna get that, right? And the next one I got, I want to say it was Hibiscus that I got. Yes, I did get Hibiscus, the super pink one. So I went with the extremes of it all, y'all. They're very lovely. I'm a big fan of this this formula. Plan to wear them. Plus the Hibiscus with the plum lip liner, I tried it on in store. Y'all, that looks so good. I did. I also picked up the Givenchy mini medium to deep complexion loose powder. Now look, hold on one second. I have this one, which is the one for light to medium, and it works very well. I'm wearing it right now as loose powder to sort of set my face and everything. And I wanted to get something that was a little bit closer, that was intended for me. Because if I put too much of this on, it gives like a little bit of white cast. I have a very light hand with this for it to work. So I'm hoping the darker shade is going to allow me to use a little bit more without getting ashy in the face. So very excited because I know I like it as a formula. I just don't know if that color is going to be perfect for me or not. Sephora, as usual, sent a bunch of samples. I got a sample of the Universal Daily Peel from Dennis Gross. I picked that as a reward. Very excited about that. I almost bought it, then I saw it was a reward and I was like, why buy it? Like, let's get the reward, let's try it out. I've heard great things, everybody speaks so highly. And there's also a serum in here as well. I picked up a L'Oreal Metal Detox. I didn't know they sold L'Oreal. A bunch of Youth to the People things. There is a superfood skin drip. I love me some Youth to the People. And there are some Rare Beauty lotions here, and a tinted Super Hue Hyperpigmentation serum stick. So a lot of lovely little samples and things that I'm excited to have and wear down. But now for the exciting part, y'all. We're gonna get into fragrances because that's where most of my energy always goes. So I'd mentioned in my ranking the 25 Sephora fragrances video, which I will link above, that I was really intrigued by Henry Rose after trying Torn. And so I did actually pick up a discovery set from them, which I intend to do a special like video sampling all of these, bringing y'all the tea about all of it, because I was so impressed with that one. I'm hoping this does not disappoint me, y'all. I didn't go that overboard, did I? I feel like I showed a lot of restraint, allegedly. So I'm gonna go through everything that I picked up in terms of fragrances. I'm gonna give you some of my first impressions for the ones that I most wanna try. I'm not gonna sample the ones that I have already reviewed, talked about at length. I maybe had a travel size and wanted to pick up a full size bottle. We don't need to get into those because we know what those smell like. We're gonna go through some of the others. I'm gonna show you what I got. So the first one is Clean Reserve. This is skin. I don't need to talk about this one. It's like very your skin but better kind of fragrance. This is not a scent profile that I have a lot of fragrances of, but I really like this one as like a cleaner everyday scent. And this was a really fantastic deal, not including the discount. And I get to have this fragrance that I have liked for a bit now at a fraction of the cost. So CAD was 66 before discounts, and so with the discounts it was significantly less than that. So I feel like I got a very good deal on this one. I'm very happy with this bad boy here. I had mentioned in my ranking 25 Sephora new fragrances that I really loved Glossier You Rev, and here we go. I picked it up. I did not hesitate. It's a plum fragrance with a bit more of like a patchouli note in the base. It's just like a little bit sharper and sweeter, and I just really enjoyed this one a lot. You should check out that video. I will link it above. I also talked in that video specifically about how much I fucking loved Golden Nectar by Nest, and I did not hesitate to pick that one up. I described it as gourmand meet floral, and I thought it was a beautiful combination, and I thought this was a fantastic deal at 98 USD to 132 USD to get essentially 60 mils or so before discounts. I thought this was a great deal. I was very happy to snag this one. Love it. I also went ahead as kind of an impulse and I picked up the Irresistible Discovery Set. Now, I had mentioned in my wishlist video that I thought the Discovery Set I was going to pick up was the one from Gucci. And in the last minute, I didn't end up grabbing it. I ended up grabbing this instead. Now, one of my first Scent Expedition videos featured Irresistible, and I thought it's nice, but it smells a lot like other fragrances that I own. So I wasn't eager to pick it up, but having a travel size is right up my alley. And I really wanted to try the Rose Velvet and the Eau de Parfum Very Floral. I'm going to do like a little bit of a sampling right now to give you my 2 cents. 1 second. So first up, let's start with a Very Floral. I'm very excited. I don't know what's in here, y'all. I don't know what the notes are. I didn't really look. Oh, it smells like white florals. Very like light, fresh, very classic floral fragrance. Great for every day with a bit more muskiness to it, like a slightly more moderate rose. A bit of sweetness for maybe pear or peach or something like that. Very pretty, just based on first impressions. Not hating this. It's a fragrance I would wear to work like every day. So the next one I want to test out is Rose Velvet. I do not know what to expect from this one. What does Velvet give exactly? I don't know. Sexy, maybe? A lot sweeter, a lot smoother. There's a bit more tartness. Oh, this is a lot sexier, a lot prettier. Rose Velvet over Very Floral, y'all. And y'all know how I love florals. Just based off of first impressions. I'm going to come back with like a full review of everything that I picked up. Especially if I haven't done like full reviews of the fragrances before. But this is lovely. And given that I know what Irresistible smells like, is this my favorite of the 3? Potentially. I will compare and contrast them for you in that video. That is to come. Love this one. So pretty. I also grabbed Daisy Wild. Y'all knew I was getting this. Y'all knew. I kept going on and on about it because I really just loved my travel size so much. Did I get the wrong size? What size is this? So we got a 50 ml of the fragrance, and then we have a 10 ml right here. And as y'all know, I've mentioned this multiple times in multiple videos because I've been loving Daisy Wild throughout the fall and summer, and I'm looking forward to having a full-size bottle of it. It's so tart, so lovely, so juicy. Finally, another impulse buy, just like the Jeanique, is this bad boy here, and it's from Jo Malone. Dollar for dollar, milliliter for milliliter, this was a better deal than like you might expect. But we have a 3, look how pretty that is, 3 Jo Malone fragrances in here. We have Maran Tonka, which is one I tested in store and very much enjoyed. We also have Scarlet Poppy, which I don't know what it smells like. We have Red Hibiscus, don't know what that smells like either. It could be terrible right now. And we have 3 of them, each at about 10 mils. Each is about 30 mils of a Jo Malone fragrance. And I think I picked this up for like $90, which for Jo Malone is cheap. Not for everybody else. For everybody else, it's like standard fare. But for Jo Malone, that is cheap. I'm gonna tell y'all what Scarlet Poppy and Red Hibiscus smells like because I'm a little nervous. But Maran Tonka was like sweet and heavy, spicy. Not my usual scent profile, but I very, very much enjoyed it when I smelled it. I was like, oh, this is so rich and deep and just cozy and yummy. We gotta split this because conservation. Let's try this out. So the first one is Red Hibiscus. Smells like hibiscus. This smells like something I have, y'all. It low-key kind of smells like Rare Tiffany from Afnan. Smells like a yellow floral with a bit more greenness, sort of light pear sweetness, and some citrus notes like bergamot. Nothing too sour. It's a good everyday fragrance. I like florals, and so I get a lot of use out of that. I like yellow florals. I like hibiscus as a note. Scarlet Poppy. I literally don't know what to expect. Oh, there's like an animalic element to this. It's like tonka, a little animalic, not too sweet, a little floral. I'm not getting a punch of a first impression. It's a lot more subtle than I expected. I gotta give this like a full day wear, a full body wear to report back. but not mad at it. There's nothing here that I've tried so far for the first time that I hate. So winning, basically. Y'all, I had so much self-control. Look at everything that I got during the Sephora sale. It was mostly skincare, low-key, a fair bit of fragrances, but I could have done so much more damage if I were just so much more unhinged, and I wasn't. And the makeup, I held all the way back with that, y'all. And I reminded myself, do you actually need it? No, but I got some stuff anyway, and it was fun. And shopping the Sephora sale is always like a good time for me, and now it's over, boo. So I will come back to y'all with full fragrance reviews once I have given every one of those fragrances a full day wear, and then some. I'll come talk to y'all about it. If that sounds like your kind of thing, why don't you go ahead, subscribe. If you've already subscribed, thank you so much. I'll go ahead and link my last Sephora sale unboxing just in case you like an unboxing video yourself. I'll also go ahead and link my last Sephora video where I talked about 25 of the new releases that were being sold at Sephora and what I thought about them. Thank you so much for being here. I really do appreciate it, and I can't wait to see you in the next one. Again, I am Jeanique, an avid sale shopper and making all the right choices when it comes to fragrances, skincare, makeup, if I do say so myself. And I hope you enjoyed this video where I was talking about all of it. And I will see you in the next one. Bye, y'all.
I'm so good that I'm real like I'm so bad that I'm pure like that I'm back on when I hitting the post in the house I'm screaming freaking the pussy nigga when he's hitting on me. Everybody talk but they coming for me. All these niggas tryna wanna be me, yeah. I'ma let you know this